Today I'm going to talk about this book called Grandparents' Bag of Stories by Sudha Murthy. But this is a very surprising book because I got a limited edition and signed copy. So let me show you the sign first. Look. Cool. So you should buy it, I suggest. So today, instead of talking about this book, I'm going to tell you a story called the Gold Bride and Dancing Tiger. So let me start. Ready? Once upon a time, there was a pious old man who helped everyone. He was very old and he fell ill. He knew he was going to die in a few days. So he told his sons, I have nothing to give you but a horn, a stone grinder, and a drum, tabla. I mean, and the horn is not a horn of an animal. It is a horn of an animal, but you know those horns which they used to make music. That horn. Now they walked until they saw 3 crossroads. They decided to split up and go in different ways. Ram suggested that in a year we will come back to this spot and will share our the things we owned, he suggested. Now the first and the oldest son, Ram, went and ended up in a forest. It was almost night time and he decided to sleep somewhere. And he found a tree and slept in the branches. But just then he heard some whispers from some crooks who were sitting under the tree. Crooks are a kind of thieves and robbers. So he slept on the tree and heard some crooks talking. Let's divide. One of the crooks said, let's divide our loot here. No one can see us. And the other guy agreed. And then Ram got very nervous and drew a full circle around his stone grinder. It made the sound. It was very shrill and demon like a machine. So the thieves got afraid of it and one of them said, oh, is there a monster here? And the other said, no, there isn't. I have not heard of such thing. But I am scared. Then Ram got to know that they were scared of it. So he drew 2 more circles and they got so scared that they ran away, leaving their loot behind. And that's how Ram got rich by all the diamonds and jewels and money. Now, the second son, Shyam, decided to sleep in a tree. The village was near, but he decided to go the next day. So he slept on the branch of the tree, but he woke up by the sounds of 2 men talking. So the first one said, your plan has gotten successful. I've put the sleeping potion and the medicine is with us. She will sleep and everyone will think she's dead. You go there she'll wake up and the headman will ask us what we want. I'll say that I want to perform an engagement with her, and once we are married, I'll give you a ton of money. So the other man said, yes, we'll do that. Keep the medicine in this hole. No one will find it there. Now, Sham decided it was a cruel idea to do it to anyone. So he decided to make a quick fix to this. He climbed down slowly, and there was a big breeze, so they fled like the men. So Sham got down from the tree. He took the medicine and his horn. He put the horn into his pocket and went to the village. There was a lot of sad commotion outside. One of the villagers said, "The birthday girl refuses to wake up. She looks dead, but she isn't." So the village headman was leading everyone to do some things. And he asked, "Is there no one who can cure my daughter?" So Sham came and said, "I can try to cure her with this medicine." So he put some medicine into the village headman's daughter's mouth, and she woke up. She swallowed it and she woke up. And the village headman was so happy to see his daughter okay. So he asked Sham, "I'll pay you a lot for saving my daughter." But Sham said, "No, thank you, sir. I didn't like to perform an engagement with her." And so the engagement was carried out. So by the time the crooks had gotten up and they checked in the hole if anything was there, but they found nothing. So they forgot about it and thought, it's just a bird who took it. What's the matter? No one knows of his plans. I walked to the village and asked the passerby, "What is all this commotion out there?" So the passerby said, "Don't you know, a man has saved the village headman's daughter and is performing an engagement with her." They sat up and wondered, who had done this? So they went there and they were surrounded by police and caught. Now then, let me tell you the third story. The third son, Shashi, went to his road and also ended up in a forest. He slept on a tree, and next time when he woke up, he saw a tiger. He had a thorn in his paw and was trying to get it off. He tried to go and eat Shashi, but he couldn't. After that, the thorn came off, and Shashi decided to play his drum. And when he played his drum, the tiger danced. And when the tiger danced, Shashi got more and more surprised. Then we found out that the more he would play the drum, the more this tiger would dance. So after dancing for quite a long time, the tiger went down to rest. But when the tiger woke up, Shashi thought, "Oh no, he will kill me. Oh no, he will kill me." But the tiger didn't harm him. So Shashi went on playing his tabla and reached a village. The villagers got very afraid. But he pleaded, don't be afraid of my tiger. Come here and he will dance. So he played his tabla and all the villagers enjoyed it. They paid him some coins for entertaining them. So he went back to the forest, ate food and slept. He continued his routine and every day he went to towns, cities and villages to earn money. He went to the forest every evening. Now the king had heard of him, and the king decided to go to Shashi's forest. Asked a messenger to go to Shashi's forest and send a message that in which he said, Shashi, come here to my palace and perform here. I've got a forest close and I'll pay you 1,000 gold coins if you come. But Shashi sent word back that I can't go there. The tiger is a part of my family, so I can't leave my family. So the king himself went there and went to enjoy the show. When he tried to pay him, Shashi didn't want any payment, but the king insisted and Shashi finally agreed. Then the king said, here are some gold coins, I'll give you some money while I can. And so the king paid him a good amount of money and he was happy and content with all the money he had earned. So they went back to the spot that they promised and shared each other's belongings. The end. I hope you liked this story and I am sure you will get a thrill when you buy this book, especially because it's signed copy. And next time I'll come up with one more book. And see you. Bye.